It's going great. Yeah, that's why they're here. All right, so I have some questions for you, and I do need an answer. And if your spouse can come back and match what you said, we will give you those points. So here we go. Number one, what does your partner do that irritates you the most? Drives you up the wall? What does he do that gets under your skin, irritates you the absolute most? You've got your head shaking, yes, so I'll start with you. What does Larry do that drives you crazy?
Clears his throat.
Clears his throat.
Repetitively. I got it.
He clears his throat. What an asshole. Okay.
I have to be there.
Choking to death. All right, Andy. What does Steven do that
I'm gonna get killed. He says that he's great at everything.
Okay. Great at everything. He says he's
great at everything.
Yeah.
Great at everything.
Okay. And Julie, what does Martin do that drives you nuts? What does he do that irritates you the most?
You know, I don't know if this is going to work because if there has or ever have been, I would never have said it. I would never have said anything. I don't know. He's so nice. No, seriously, he's the nicest.
So another way to play this then is
I know he's so fucking nice. I'm writing that down. He's so fucking nice.
Now we're getting somewhere. Is that your answer? He's too nice?
Yeah.
Okay. Boy, that turned real quick. That did a 180. Okay, very good. Here's question 2. All right, question 2. I'll make it easy on you. This is a multiple choice, okay? So I have options for you on this one. Your husband has just stepped out of the shower and is standing there completely naked in all of his clothes. I don't know why I'm doing that. I'll put that away. He's just stepped out of the shower. Which of the following types of vehicle best describes the way he looks in that moment, in that light? Just right out of the shower, is your husband best described as A, Corvette, B, a dump truck, C, a stretch limo, or D, a little pink bug with 2 flat tires? A Corvette, a dump truck, garbage truck, a stretch limo, or a little pink bug with 2 flat tires? And we will start with Andy.
I would say a garbage truck.
Garbage truck.
Junk.
Same question?
Yes.
Alright.
Which type of vehicle with Martin?
Which is the best one? The first one, right?
Is that what you want? Corvette?
Well, he's more of an Aston Martin.
Yeah. But yeah.
Corvette, yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Whatever the best one is.
And Larry?
I'll say the same, a Corvette.
Corvette, all right.
Yeah.
All right, number 3. What do you know?
Corvette.
What do you know? This is the third one. What do you know you're capable of doing to turn on your partner, get them happy, excited, and in the mood? What does it take? It could be anything in the world. What does it take to rev his dump truck engine, Corvette engine? What does it take to get him excited, happy, and in the mood? We'll start with, I'm going to start with Julie, actually. Julie. What does it take to get Martin all excited? A kiss?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Andy?
I think I just need to be clean and have a shower.
Just be well scrubbed. That's all it takes. Very good. And what does it take for Larry?
Just looking right into his eyes.
Looking right into his eyes.
Kiss and champagne.
Kiss, be clean, and look at him. Not a lot to do to get them in the mood. I guess.
Great.
Yeah, very good. Okay.
And I still don't know the code to our bank account, so I've got to be sweet to him.
Yeah.
Here we go. This might be a little tougher. Who knows? We'll see. The 4th question I have for you is, what was your last argument about? What was your last argument about? And we will start with Suzanne.
Tardiness.
Tardiness?
Hurry up, you have to go,
Okay. Julie, what was your last argument with Martin about? Even if it was a tiny one, big one, doesn't matter, but what was the last argument about?
Jill, don't you know? Normally you know everything. Can you help me? What kind of argument are you talking
It
about?
could be small or big, it doesn't matter, just anything. Do you want me to give you a moment?
Well, it's normally me that sort of like bugs him a little bit, but you know, can I say there wasn't one?
You gotta have something. You gotta have some sort of answer.
I told him to please not be a comedian on this stage.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
And
I was like, don't find your voice. It's not the time. Not the time or
please don't
place.
be.
Leave it alone.
I love that. Please don't do a good job, Martin. Please don't be a comedian. All right, and Andy, what was the last one about?
I think I'm
I
going to lose.
think it was from when we were moving flats or packing up the flat in Miami. Stephen had packed all the boxes over about 3 or 4 days, and he'd swept up the flat clean. And I took a bottle of sugar and shook it, and the lid flew off, and all the sugar went over the whole flat. That was nearly divorce.
The sugar incident. The sugar incident. All right, very good. And one more. Here we go. So this is going to be a fill in the blank, okay?
Oh,
My partner and I are total opposites when it comes to blank. My partner and I are total opposites when it comes to blank. Again, it could really be anything. Julie, you still look like you're thinking, so I'll give you some time down there. Andy, we'll start with you.
I would say erogenous zones.
Erogenous zones.
Erogenous zones.
Erogenous zones.
Yes. Thank you for the visual, Jess.
Yeah. That's how I learned.
All right. Suzanne.
Larry is able to speak in public very easily and can retain all information, and I can't retain all that trivia.
All right, so
Opposites with that. I can't retain all that trivia. And
memorizing stuff and speaking very good.
you're doing great.
Yeah, I agree. You're doing great. Julie, you've had a little time to think. What do you think? Martin, you and Martin are total opposites when it comes to blank.
Shopping.
Shopping?
First thing it's usually best to just go with the first thing that pops in your mind. You want to go with that?
yes. That was the second thing, but that's
Well, okay. And what was the first thing?
shopping.
Shopping. Okay. All right. Let's bring the others back to the stage. Let's see if we can have a match here. We're doing great. You've all been. The hard part is over. Now you get to sit back and see if they can match what you had to say. So, thank you so much for being great sports, all of you. And
I just want to say thank you to all of you.
yeah, absolutely. All right, give them a hand as they make their way back. Thanks for joining us again. Of course, all right, you can hand the mic off to your partner again, and here we go. So I had some different questions for them. So the first one was, what does your partner do that irritates them the most? So Larry, we'll start with you. Suzanne, give that. Yeah. What does
She hates when I'm always clearing my throat.
That's enough. Very good. All right. Steven.
It's a rumor, but I've been accused of being a bit bossy.
Oh. Now he said that the problem is you are great at everything. Everything you do, you're great at.
And you said it.
See, Andy Bell does have heart.
And Martin needs that mic. Yeah.
I forgot what I said.
What do you do that irritates Julie the most, Martin? What do you think she said?
Well, she hates it when I'm on my phone.
Okay. No.
No, but
She
she's
still hates it.
No, we believe you.
you're too fucking nice.
Too nice. It's a good problem to have, Martin. Very good. All right, second question I had was a multiple choice question, so you just have to choose from these options, all right? You have just stepped out of the shower. You've just stepped out of the shower and you're standing there completely naked. Which of the following types of vehicle best describes the way you look at that moment? Are you a stretch limo?
No, Corvette.
Or a Corvette? Oh, they're on me. I'm just testing it. Thank you. Corvette. B, dump truck. C was the stretch limo. Or D, a little tiny pink bug with 2 flat tires. So once again, A, Corvette. B, dump truck. C, stretch limo. Or D, a little pink bug with 2, count them, 2 flat tires. All right, and let's start with Steven.
God, I hope he said Corvette.
He said dump truck! But I think he was referring to that fine ass, so.
There you go.
Yeah, dump truck.
Absolutely.
Is that what a dump truck means?
You can? Yes.
It can mean anything that you want.
Oh, I want to change my answer.
All right, Martin, what do you think? What do you think Julie said? Which vehicle would describe you right out of the shower at that moment?
Well, it would be between A and C. So, if she doesn't know what C is, then it's A.
Yes! Corvette!
Very good. She did say, she said A, she did say she didn't like my options and you'd be more of an Aston Martin yourself, so. Very good. And Larry.
So this is when you come out of the shower.
Yeah.
Because you could be a dump truck going into the shower, and you come out of the shower not a dump truck. So I do multiple choice, process of elimination. I'll go with the stretch limo.
Yes, but she also said Corvette. Hey.
She gave you the Corvette, man. There you go.
I was going for broke.
All right, the third one. What is your partner capable of doing to turn you on, get you excited, happy, and in the mood? What does it take to turn you on? What do they do to turn you on? Larry, I'm going to start with you this time. Larry, what does Suzanne do? What does it take to get you excited and happy, in a good mood, and turned on? What does it take?
She kisses me.
Very nice answer.
Very nice answer, but I was looking you in the eyes.
Just looking you dead in the eye.
Those windows to your soul
Yeah.
and your boner.
Oh, exactly. Very good. All right, Steven. What do you think?
Mine is much more basic. Take a shower.
Take a shower. Said without hesitation. I love it. And Julie, what's the question?
Listen, I'm not good at this game. I thought you meant what would it take for me to get him in the mood.
Correct, yeah. What are you capable of doing?
What he would do for me to get
No, you got it right.
Okay.
So what does Julie do to get you in the mood, Martin? What does it take? What do you think she said?
All about the head.
It's not let's go shopping.
No chatter up there. What do you think?
Champagne normally works. Do I
Final
have to
answer?
be more specific?
No, you don't. If you want to say champagne.
Champagne?
It's not an exact match because she said kiss and then said kiss and champagne.
You want
Half
to give
a
you half
point.
point? Since the points don't matter, we'll give you half a point.
Have a point!
Very good.
Champagne kissing.
All right.
Sorry, I won't say anything.
What was the fourth question I asked your partner was what was your last argument about? What was your last argument about? And I want to start with Martin.
You know, it's a known fact that alcohol has a huge effect on your short-term memory. We do a lot of that. on this boat, so I don't really remember an argument. So can I speculate?
It can, yeah, absolutely.
I'm afraid of that electric shock.
I get it. Do you want us to come back to you?
Yes, please.
Okay. We'll go with Stephen. What was the last argument about?
We've never argued. 15 years, not a single argument that I know of.
Maybe there's one.
Stephen, I'll give you a hint. I'm trying to think of something. He did give us an answer.
We're gonna argue about this answer.
So what do you think? If you had to take a guess.
Oh, God. Honestly, I don't know. I blocked so much out of my memory. I haven't a clue.
It was a sweet argument.
My sister.
Your sister?
No.
All right, that is not the answer. The answer is when you were moving out of you were packing flats. There was sugar all over that damn floor.
Yep, he's right. That was the one time we argued.
The sugar incident.
Over sugar.
All right. I'm going to come back to Martin.
So, wasn't an argument, but she got pretty annoyed at me because, as you probably all know on this boat, sometimes you get a bit confused with orientation. So, when we have to show up for an interview or something, I put her to a completely area of this boat. And so we got lost, and I was to blame.
Oh, but luckily you were found, and the answer is not to be a comedian on the stage. You said you didn't want him to be a comedian on the stage.
He said he can't help it. I love it.
But he's,
All right, and Larry, what was the last argument about?
I really don't remember an argument. I remember we had a disagreement about an event we were supposed to go to, and she misunderstood what I was trying to tell her. She goes, "Well, I'll just go with my family. You don't have to come with me," or something like that. I said, "No,
I think there's a lot of F words missing out of that whole conversation.
I thought it was a
whole
family-friendly
bunch of
show,
F
so I
words.
just wanted to kind of...
that may have been what happened, but it's tardiness. Tardiness is the only.
Yes, we do argue about lateness. She's always fucking late.
There it is.
One F-bomb, I give you an F-bomb. I hate when she's late. Because, in radio, you're like, everything's like, it's like you have, yeah.
No,
We have one more.
Nice try. One more. Okay, this was...
Wait, can I tell you the scores real fast?
Before,
Yeah?
absolutely.
So we have Julie and Martin with 5 points.
Where's my half point?
5.5. Oh my gosh, that little bit matters. It does, because we have Larry and Susan with 4 points, and then we have Andy and Steven with 5 points.
All right, let's make it count. One more. This was a fill in the blank as well. So I asked your partner, I said, fill in this blank. We are total opposites when it comes to what? We are total opposites when it comes to blank. What do you think they said? Larry, I'll start with you.
I think we're total opposites when we both speak and talk in public.
Yes! You get the point.
Steven, what do you think Andy said? We are total opposites when it comes to
Everything.
final answer?
Final answer?
Final answer.
It was, everyone say it with me, erogenous zones!
It's true.
All right, and Martin, take us home. You and Julie are total opposites when it comes to...
In-laws.
In-laws! Not the correct answer, it was shopping! Shopping! So that means, but wait a minute.
Whoa. Slow your roll there. Slow your roll. What do you mean in-laws? You've never met my in-laws. Oh, you did? You met my mom? Oh, yeah.
That's her, right?
And I think the argument question has been updated again.
I have the final score of today's game. We have Larry and Susan with 5 points. And